I'm into the strangeness. Welcome back to the first edition of Dante's playthrough of Device 6. This is an oldie. I think this is actually 2013, if I'm not mistaken. This game came out, and it was a huge deal on iOS. It's probably on all platforms now. I don't really know. I don't really care, to be honest. Because I'm the one here bringing it to you live on nothing. Actually, I'm not live right now because I'm having a lot of technical difficulties. But either way, this is my iPad, as you can see here. And as you can see here, delicious, nutritious. Now, let's load up Device 6. Let's see if it actually works this time. So you can see it's long ways, or I don't know what you want to call it, but the problem is I can't turn it. How do I orient this? It needs to be orientated. Can't turn it. Why you do this to me, Booby? Is there any way? Transform. Wrong way to transform. Doing this on the fly, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Who's in? Bizarrical. There you go. But it looks strange, doesn't it? I'm into the strangeness. Come on, Device 6. Work with me, baby. And now it's... Damn it! Now it's loading like this again. Crap. Alright, The Awakening. The Awakening is here. Loading. Alright, let's see if we can get back to the, what it used to be. I think this is what it used to be. Alright. Doing the mess around. Yeah. Let's try the, simulation. I didn't get to even hear it. For some reason, the headphones aren't working because, you know, technical difficulties. But, yeah, let's try the simulation. Let's start it out and let's see what's going to happen. All right, let's start the simulation, huh? Please swipe. Okay. Oh, swipe up. Ah, radio. Look at the parallax scrolling, shall we? Northwest guest room. She had never played with dolls, yet it was the first thing on Anna's mind when she came to a rather unpleasant doll. 2. A strange thing to have on one's mind. Alright, my reading is bad. Forgive me. She got to her feet slowly. Thousands of nails seemed to pierce her head, and her right ear itched terribly. This was certainly not the room she rented from Mrs. Muscat. For one thing, this room was cylindrical. A tower? I don't know any people living in towers, nor do I care to, Anna mumbled to herself and gritted her teeth. Through a small window, look at this. This is cool how they have the scrolling here. That's fun. Through a small window, she could tell that she was rather high up. As she tried to focus, she could make out a lighthouse in the distance. Anna wasn't in the city. That was much clearer. I need a smoke. She reached inside her coat pocket. Her cigarette package was empty. This was turning out to be very bad. A very bad morning indeed. Won't somebody turn off that awful music? A painting of an orange hung on the wall. Anna felt a sharp pain in her head. She closed her eyes and took a deep breath. When she opened her eyes, she noticed the number 2001 right in the center of the orange, painted in a slightly different hue. Anna shook her head. As she opened the only door in the room, she saw a steep and narrow staircase. Carefully, she began to descend it. Her balance seemed to be slightly distorted. The too many steps appeared to be floating cocktails. Anna tried hard to remember. The doll flashed before her eyes, and again, oh, something else. As she stood to the bottom of the stairs, a door blocked her way. She peeked through the keyhole, a long corridor. There was nobody there. Anna opened the door. Lightly stepped onto the expensive looking carpet that stretched out as far as she could see. There were numerous oil paintings, etchings, lithographs, and other works of art clustered all over the walls. Its intense colors shone in almost an unnatural way. Weird. I like it. A mansion, or a castle, perhaps. Anna walked straight ahead for a moment through the thought of taking her boots off. Jeez, this is just like me being bad at reading. Dude, not make any unnecessary noise. Don't be silly, Anna. She decided against it and instead announced her presence with a hello, but her words echoed emptily through the corridor. Third floor nursery, a child's room? Is it? Oh, wait, let me read. Okay. Anna peeked inside a room to her right. There didn't appear to be anyone in there. Loads of toys were scattered all over the floor, and in the corner stood a tiny 4-poster bed. She looked out the windows, and even though her sight was still somewhat blurry, she could make out the ocean and a castle and a bridge connecting it to the building she was in. A spoiled... Look at this. I just love this, like, parallax. I mean, I don't know how else to describe it. As majestic as the view was, Anna felt slightly offended by it. She had not asked for it. She looked around the room. Something was wrong. The toys were in a mess on the floor, but not a real mess, an arranged mess. That is strange. West corridor, a piece on the wall depicting a rather stern-looking elephant. Look at this bad boy. If I tap this, does that... Can I do anything? No, I guess not. No pinching, no zooming. Nothing works with this baby elephant. Stern-looking elephant wearing a bowler hat caught her attention. How awfully tacky. Come on, guys. Third floor, Kirk room. Uh-oh. Anna knocked on the second door to the right. No answer. She opened it and entered a dim and somber. That's interesting that somber is spelled with R-E. I didn't realize that. Not in the EU or whatever. This is EU-made game. Sweden? Swiss? Whatever. She opened it and entered a dim, somber room. The windows were covered by speckled green drapes that had been nailed to the wall. Her eyes adjusted to the darkness as she could tell that the room was empty, save for a gargantuan cabinet that stood against the wall. A curious lock-like device was attached to its doors, and she could feel a slight draft coming from within. Something about it made Anna feel uneasy. Left. Bizarre. Left, right. What does that do? Something made her feel uneasy. Well, it's bizarre, to say the least. What does it mean? I don't know. What does it mean? If I like switch orientation, does that do anything? No. Okay. She went back into the corridor. West corridor. The headache was fading and her balance was almost recovered, but she still had no recollection of how she had arrived there. Why am I here? Anna searched her mind. I like that D1. Oh, okay, so this is what we got going on here. Of course, I will not remember any of that, but it's here. Live! Anna searched her mind. She had left the office at 5 o'clock, brought some vegetables at the market, and then she had gone straight home. Device 1. Oh, I guess there's 6 devices, right? Huge. Text output chip. Main simulation device. Transmission of thought to text translation output to device 4. First person to third person translation output. Present tense to past translation output. Developer notes. Unable to separate geo. I don't think any of this might produce paradox branches. Might produce subjectional text. I don't think any of that means anything right now. I think that's just like they're showing that they're smart and they made a game with puzzles and whatever. You get the idea. Anyways, Anna came to the door with a sign, "Do not disturb." We'll see about that. Out of spite, she knocked on it loudly. Silence. Ooh, look at this. I like the way this is creeping up. Silence. She knocked again. Even louder. Nothing. Third floor study. In the center of the room was a big desk with a multitude of notes and sketches as some kind of computer. The sketches seemed to have been created in a fairly fervent state, and many of them were half finished or crumpled up. There were several old letters from someone called Corbinian Brodman. A rather poorly made portrait of Leonardo da Vinci hung on one of the walls, and next to it, Anna noticed a photograph of Thomas Edison. He had a dart firmly placed between his eyes. Okay, let's see. Gonna see these? I guess not. What is this? What is it? Is there a code here? Alright. I mean, like, what, if we go back and we look, no, none of this makes sense. What was it, 2001? Something was like 2001, wasn't it? Let's try 2001. Space Odyssey. I don't know. You browsed the bookshelf. It was full of books about chemistry, mechanics, physics, and mathematics. They were all out of date, just like everything else in the room. A calendar on the wall claimed that it was September 1946. Well, let's just try 1946. Maybe that's something. I doubt it, but seems rather easy, right? 1946. Yeah, I don't know. A museum, then? That would explain a lot. She left the room. West corridor across the hall. Anna noticed a stairway that led down to what she assumed to be the ground floor. Before heading down, she decided to inspect a peculiar sound that appeared to come from the north. Oh crap, I can go up now? This is bizarre. How do I do this? It's just straight up upside down. Alright. Oh. Anyways, it says the corner back to the stairway. Walked down stairs. Jesus Christ. It's all over the place. This is... Alright. Anna heard voices. Anna heard voices coming from something. Coming from what she instantly felt would be the dining hall or ground floor lobby. The entrance was truly breathtaking. It reminded her of a swanky hotel that she once had visited with her aunt. She felt as out of place now as she had then, and this time she was alone. Now I gotta keep going this way? I don't freaking know. Jeez. Alright. The iPad's upside down. Alright. This, I'm moving all over the place. I'm trying to make it visible here. But anyways. Alright. Ground floor dining hall. Jesus Christ. And that's upside down? No. That's where we came from. Alright. That's where we came from, damn it. The room was crowded with people. No one acknowledged her presence. Anna shook her head as though to shake off the dizziness and sharpen her vision. Pardon me, but could you tell me the name of this place? She asked a smiling old lady. The lady kept on smiling. A mannequin. In fact, they were all mannequins. Mannequins having tea. A chill ran down Anna's spine. She backed away from the old lady and sent a dashing doll dressed up to look like Rudolph Valentino to the floor along with his cup of tea. He lost a couple fingers in the fall. Anna spun around and scanned the room for movements. Her instincts told her to run, but it seemed a bit silly. But she sensed danger. Anna rushed out the entrance. Alright, she rushed out the entrance. I'm just gonna make sure everything's like looking right. Leaving the mindless chatter. Or a recording thereof. Study authorization required. Behind, she pulled the handle. Locked! Okay. That mean I gotta go back, huh? Locked. Entrance is truly breathtaking. Alright, so now I'm back at ground one. Alright, we'll go back. led down what she assumed to be the ground floor. Before heading down, she designed a peculiar sound. Where'd it come from? Okay, well, let's spin it again, shall we? South corridor. Around the south corridor, there were was a door slightly ajar. To her right.
A framed number. In the room where red meets yellow in a frame. Plus another framed number between hope and lies. Plus the channel I am on.
Oh my god. That's a clue? It's confusing.
Good morning.
Good morning.
In the room of the Renaissance man, a simple math problem is the key.
Da Vinci. That's the room with Da Vinci.
Number. In
Framed
the room
number.
where red meets yellow in a frame. Plus another framed number between hope and lies. Plus the channel I am on.
Oh my god. Anna pushed it gently, but it was
Good
stuck.
morning.
A more forceful push.
In the
This
room
is like
of the
Dante.
Renaissance man,
Amounted to nothing. She leaned
simple
forward and
math
peeked in. A tape
problem
recorder
is
had
the
been
key.
placed on a modest test and otherwise entered the room.
a
Was
framed
it some
number.
kind of prank?
In the
And
room
enjoyed a
where
good
red
laugh as much as
meets
anyone, but
yellow
this seemed
in a
way too
frame.
elaborate for any of her friends to pull off. She continued down to the end of the corridor at a dead end. 12. So we're looking at 12 here. What does that mean? The channel he's on. Renaissance man. Tape 56. Assuming 56 is the tape. Although there's frames. Oh man, I don't know. Anna was facing a huge steel door that looked decidedly out of place and more fitting to some kind of bomb shelter. In front of it was a screen apparently displaying the output of a security camera with no handle. She pushed herself against the door even though she knew it would not budge. Alright. She took a few steps back and turned around. Anna glanced at some stuff here. Anna glanced at the paintings as she walked down the hallway. There was clearly a great deal of money spent on the place, and by the look of things, by an eccentric, she was thirsty and was working up quite the appetite. Could Mr. Cargill be on it? He's rolling in it. Is he? No, he's too cheap. Besides, in on what? Anna was not one to miss breakfast, and though her temper was normally quite even, two things affected it more than she cared to admit. A missed breakfast and a shortage of smokes. Some eggs and some toast, and then I'll get to the bottom of this.
Good morning.
Alright, so then we turn this around.
The Renaissance man, a simple math problem.
Anna made her way back around the corner back to the stairway. Walked downstairs. I've been here before, haven't I? Wait, which way do I go, though? Crap. Ground floor lobby. It's gotta be ground floor lobby, right? The entrance was truly breathtaking. Room was crowded. There's nothing that's up. Dining hall. I don't know. Simple math problem. That bookshelf is full of books. I captured 1946. Well, it's not 1946. What is it? 58? Oh, it's 58, right?
A simple math problem is the key. A framed number. In the room where red meets yellow in a frame. Plus another framed number between hope plus the channel I am on.
Let's listen to this again. What do we got? It's like something I'd freaking write down or something.
Good morning. In the room of the Renaissance man, a simple math problem is the key. A framed number. In the
Framed
room
number.
where red meets yellow in a frame. Plus another framed number between hope and lies. Plus the channel I am on.
Simple math problem. No, it's not 78. It's 56 plus.
In the room of the Renaissance man, a simple math problem is the key. A framed number. In the room where red meets yellow in a frame.
Plus.
Plus another framed number between hope and lies. Plus the channel I am on.
56 plus. Let's make this 56. There was, what is this? 1946? 56 plus possibly 1946? Let's just look for numbers. We gotta look for the... I forgot they did talk about red and yellow, didn't they? I forgot. But that was kind of way back, wasn't it? What does this mean? What does that all mean? Elephant. Numbers. Awfully tacky. Alright, here's some crap. These are not numbers, though. Lighthouse. Starts at the lighthouse. If I look down quick, do I see any numbers? 2001 plus 1946 plus 56. 2001 plus 1946 plus 56. I don't think that's right. I think I'm missing something.
In the room of the Renaissance man.
No, get out of here. Where do I go? 2001, 1946, 56. All right. 2001, 1946, 1. Yeah, that would be... Yeah, 4003, right? 1946 plus 56 plus 2001. Pretty sure. Let me make sure so that I'm not an idiot. 2001 plus 1946 plus 50. Yeah, 4003. What could this open?
A framed number. In the room where red meets yellow in a frame. Plus another framed number between hope and lies. Plus the channel I am on.
Well, it's certainly 56. Framed number.
A simple math problem is the key.
Maybe I don't have that yet. Framed number. Yeah, she's hearing voices, which is not good. I'm just looking for clues now, but maybe I'm missing. Might be missing something. I don't know. But either way, if you figured it out or you found out what the hell I'm missing, I'm not sure. I'm going to have to probably think on this for a little bit. Maybe just meddle around with it. Probably read it all over again. I might be missing something between the room and the red and yellow. I don't know what the R and L things that on that door or whatever. I don't know what that means. Anyways, if you watch this video and you have some ideas, put it in the comments below. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about this format and how I mean, it's kind of tough to keep dealing with flipping it because this game, you flip the iPad like 1,000 times. I mean, obviously, you see I'm going all different directions. But so far, it seems pretty cool. It seems like a decent puzzler. Hopefully, it's not one where it's like really strange to get. Like, you're like, well, why would anyone think that? That's what I'm hoping. But I'm interested right now. Obviously, I want to figure out what the hell is going on. Why is Anna in this device thing? You know, why is she in a cylindrical building? A top of sorts? A lighthouse, maybe? Hopefully, we'll get to see. But either way, I hope you enjoyed this one. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you think, and I will be back.